Yeah. Hi everyone, it's Kate at my Wayfaring Dreams and Gardens. Hey Chaos. Um, just taking a peek at the garden. I know there hasn't been a lot of wayfaring going on this summer. Just been too hot, and I've had a lot of expenses. We've had a lot of expenses this summer between the tree, which I'm gonna show the progress on that, and new AC unit and electrical and all kinds of stuff. But anywho, I'm sure sometimes people wonder where the wayfaring part of that title comes from, but all my family lives out in Oklahoma and Texas. I've got friends, all family also in Indiana and Washington State and just all over the place. Watering the hibiscus. Gonna make some little flowers. She got fed last week. But anyway, so in the fall, I hope to have a different car to travel in. The Mustang's great. It gets good mileage, essentially, but it's just not great for traveling. I want to be able to camp in my vehicle. So I'm looking for a minivan that I can also use as a camper. And yeah, I said I would never ever drive a minivan ever in my life, and I've not, but now I think I want one. Paul suggested just getting like a little, pop-up or camper to pull, and I'm like, I don't want to worry about having two vehicles. I don't have to want to worry about setting something up, or if something goes hinky wherever I'm staying, I want to be able to just hop in the front seat and leave. Oh look, I need a mow because I'm growing corn again. Yeah, I've got some water going on the garden. Said we got some sprinkles earlier today, but I haven't seen any sign of dampness. But yeah, I gotta mow the monster probably tomorrow. I slept in today. I don't know if I was so tired, but I had such great dreams. I'm a lucid dreamer. I dream every night in color. Very intense, intricate dreams, and a lot of times I like to stay in them. I'm like, I don't want to get up. I don't want to leave my dream. Ooh, I'm getting sprinkled on. So anywho, ooh, look at more corn. So I went back to filling the bird feeders as of yesterday. I haven't seen anywhere where my part of Delaware has been showing a lot of dead or diseased birds. I have not found or seen a single sick or dead bird in my yard. But I have seen and heard a lot of really pissed off hungry birds. Being a hot summer and our weather being, we're not really wet, we're not really dry, but I like to keep them fed. And of course they're happy. So this is a progress on the down tree. Paul has been coming out every weekend. That is when he's off during the, that's the only time he's off during the day. He had to do some work on the chainsaw, got a new blade for the little saw that you've seen me use. And so he's just slowly started taking this thing down. And it's a lot of work for one guy to cut it and stack it, and we've still got all this just small stuff. And since we are out of town limits technically, like I said before, where that sign says 25, on the other side of that sign, you'll probably see on the across the street from that stop sign is another sign where the speed goes up. And just on the other side of my driveway, on the other side of that 25 mile an hour sign, is town limits. So I think if he lets the fire department know, especially if we do it during a wet time, that we're gonna have a little fire, we can probably make a pile here out here in the big yard somewhere and burn it. I say pile up there on top of where the fall garden's gonna go and burn it. That way you get all that stuff released into the soil and it'll kill off the grass, and then I won't have as much trouble digging that up. But the garden's holding in there. I'm amazed at these impatiens, these red ones that got crushed, and the celosia behind it, the orange and burnt orange colored flower, survived. But some of these have bounced back, and they're doing pretty well considering there's no more shade in the garden. But typically, even in shade-loving plants, here's a tip, the pale ones like this have a lot of hard time in the bright sun. You can see where some of the color's been literally fading out of them. But dark colored reds do better in the hot heat and direct sun. You can find that true with azaleas, who are a shade-loving bush. Your white one will burn up in the sun a lot faster than a red one will. And I don't know if it just has to do with, well, we call it melanin in our skin, but whatever's in there that, you know, turns some colors. But these have survived pretty well. I made sure they've stayed, had plenty of moisture. There's an old celosia red growing from last year. I haven't been as anal with weeding over on this side as I usually am. Just, well, right there where the rocks are. I'm going to be planting some new stuff there, but I'm going to have to be able to have a cool day to sit out and really go through it, because it's not just easy to dig. But the lady Grosvenor lily, which was looking a lot uglier before, has kind of got her round spider leg shape back, I guess. These are the white lilies. I did feed them really good the other day, just because, you know, this is going to be a summer and fall that they don't have all those leaves and tall stalks to feed the bulbs. And I just hope they, I think they'll survive. They're tough. They've been through worse. But anyway, so the garden's doing well. I'm so happy. I thought this was red, but it is the dark pink. But, so my bad. But it's a darker pink than that, which I don't mind pink, but I just don't want to be overrun with pink. I'm really liking the contrast between the purple and white salvia. So everything's going well. Here's my beloved marigolds, which I love to deadhead. I don't love that I have to deadhead them, but I love the way they make your hands smell, that spicy scent. But they've really expanded a lot. Everything's kind of just really blown up and expanded. A while back, you could really, you know, tell the lines between the red and apricot zinnia, and now it's just all blending together. But that's good. Everything seems to be thriving, except for that one ugly little tomato plant there. See if I can expand it yet without me getting all super wet. Get fun wet. There you go. But its tomatoes are turning, so I'm assuming that's a good sign. This is the shade lovers, and they seem to be finally, I keep saying, yeah, they've all found their forever spot, and then I move them again. And it's just, I guess as the season is going along, the position of the sun, of course, changes. And the days change, and I can't be sitting out in the yard 24 hours a day, or at least every moment of sunshine, to see exactly when and how long the sun is in each spot. But I think I pretty much got it dialed in, and there is my darkest purple tomato. Not quite purple yet, but kind of getting there. So I'm gonna go online and check and see how dark they have to get before they're ripe, but you still see some green in it, so pretty sure that means it's not ripe and ready to pick and eat yet. But yay, I'm happy about that. So anyhow, I refilled the feeders. Haven't seen a huge amount of birds on it, but every time the sprinkler goes, there's a lot of robins running through it. I've seen a bunch more cardinals. I've just seen a lot of birds in my yard. Like I said, nothing sick or dying, so that's good. Oh, hi Luna. Hi. That's the neighbor's yard. Yeah, that's the neighbor's dog. He likes to bark. But anyhow, I'm gonna sign this off. The corn across the street's looking really good. I mean, it's pretty, but it's not edible, I'm sure. I did go to, on the other far side of that cornfield is a fruit stand, kind of where you see a, well, it's a really big mimosa tree. I love mimosa trees. You hardly ever see them right there out here as much as like you see them in Oklahoma and Texas, where I'm from. But I think I would love to put one here, kind of where all those little logs are standing on end. But we'll see. Anyway, that produce stand, I bought some corn there last night. It was the sweetest corn on the cob I have had in a coon's age. You know what I mean? Especially if you're out from the west, but in a long time. So I'm just giving a little update of the garden and saying hey. Haven't did a lot of videoing this week, but I have to get back on that. I'm gonna mow tomorrow, so maybe I'll think of something to video. But you guys have a great evening. Like, hit the like button. It helps a lot. I really want to build my audience. So like and share. Thanks. Bye.